Am I even growing? What has actually changed? I don't feel any different. Doing the work, but nothing feels different. Growth doesn't always feels like growth. But that doesn't mean it's not happening. Check these three signs. Even if one of them resonates, you are already growing. Sign 1. Your old reactions are starting to change. A year ago, a certain situation used to happen, and this was your automatic reaction, which was impulsive and unaware. But now something is different. A similar situation comes up, and something is different. Maybe you paused for a second. Maybe you walked away instead of exploding. Maybe you noticed your anxiety rising and took a breath instead of spiraling. That is growth. Growth doesn't have to be dramatic. Nobody else needs to see it, but you noticed it. And that noticing, that's your nervous system healing. That's you rewiring all patterns one response at a time. Growth isn't becoming someone new, it's responding differently than you used to. And that's how healing begins. Sign 2. You are starting to say no and not collapsing with guilt. There was a time when saying no felt impossible because what if someone get hurt? What if I miss out? What if they think I am selfish? You said yes to everything and quietly exhausted. Something is shifting now. Saying no feels uncomfortable still, but you are doing it anyway. Maybe you cancelled plans to relax. Maybe you stepped back from a draining conversation. Maybe you stopped over explaining yourself. This is not selfishness. This is self awareness. And self awareness is the foundation of every single thing we talk about on this channel. When you start protecting your energy, you are telling yourself, I matter. That shift is everything. Sign 3. You can look at your past self with compassion instead of shame. For a long time, looking back at all decisions, all versions of myself brought up so much shame. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? How could I not see it? What was wrong with me? But something changes as you heal. You start looking at that same past version of yourself and thinking, she was doing the best she can do at that time. That shift from judgment to understanding, that is emotional maturity. That is inner healing, quietly doing its work. You don't have to be proud of everything you did, but when you can look back with kindness instead of cruelty, that is the deepest change happening inside. Just because you can't feel it doesn't mean it is not real. If this video spoke to you, share it with someone who needs to hear this today and drop a comment which of these three signs hit closest to home. See you in next one. Take care of yourself.